with the scenes of horror from terror attacks in Brussels and Paris fresh in people's minds. Two former intelligence chiefs are warning leaving the EU would make Britain more vulnerable to attack and less able to counter terrorism.
What the European Union does is it provides a legal framework for essential issues like data sharing. Now, data is vastly more important now in the analysis of who is associating with whom, who is communicating with who, and you need to know that in order to uncover the networks of terrorists or cyber criminals that we have to deal with.
Sir John Sawyer and Lord Evans, former boss of MI5, argue breaking surveillance links and leaving the European arrest warrant would hamper our ability to protect ourselves from terrorists.
Security has become the latest battleground in the EU referendum debate. Perhaps unsurprisingly, both sides, Leave and Remain, are claiming Britain will be safer if the vote goes their way.
Those in the Brexit camp have dismissed today's intervention from the former spy chiefs, saying in fact it's the EU's open borders that hamper Britain's security.
I'm the Justice Secretary. I know that the European Criminal Records Information System, ECRIS, doesn't allow us to know whether or not criminals come into this country. We only find out whether or not people have criminal records after they've already committed an offence in this country. It's a gossamer-thin protection.
Some argue the issue of security is a red herring and being used as a fear tactic.
The European Union is primarily a trading arrangement. Now, its economic benefits or limitations are entirely separate, I think, from the security argument. And in terms of intelligence sharing, that would occur anyway.
But will this debate over whether Britain is safer in or out actually resonate with voters?
Does the issue of security affect how you're going to vote in the referendum?
Not really. I don't think it would make us more secure. I don't think it would help us tighten our borders in any way. I don't think that's really the core of the issue when it comes to security. I think it's a lot of scaremongering, personally.
I think that's a media hype, really. It's based on fear.
It has no new impact on my decision at all. It doesn't even come into it. Security is a global issue, and regardless of whether we decide to tie ourselves economically to Europe, that shouldn't affect the safety of all the citizens in Europe.
But security wasn't the only issue of contention today. The Justice Secretary said leaving the EU would mean leaving the single market, something the Chancellor says would be catastrophic.
You will see the analysis we do, but I'm pretty clear that there will be a significant hit to the value of people's homes and to the cost of mortgages. That is one example of the kind of impact, economic impact, that we get from leaving the EU.
With the referendum ever closer, the debate is certainly starting to heat up.